picked out
I will in a minute.
to start? How come I never get to pick a song?
Because it's Ellistronics, not Katietronics.
Well, fuck, man.
Do you want it to be Katietronics? Because I'll do a Katietronics. I'll be a host on Katietronics.
No, you would be a guest on Katietronics.
That's what I meant.
A guest host. A co-host, if you will.
What up? Welcome to Ellistronics. Ho! Now. Thank you. Welcome to the Ellistronics show, where I'm here live by myself. I have no friends at all, except my wife.
So you're not actually alone or by
At
yourself?
all. At all. It's all a complete lie. It's all a facade. I'm never alone. I'm always with my best friend, my wife.
Are you trying to butter me up?
No, I'm just speaking factual facts.
Alright.
You're always there for me, and you're all I need.
Aww.
I mean, and the dogs and the cats.
Yeah. Maybe not all
And
the dogs.
Supercross. Let's just leave out the negative and only talk about discuss the positive.
Alright, so 3 of our dogs are great.
Look, hopefully the podcast is coming through your audio where Katie's loud and I'm trying to stay off the microphone.
50 snoring.
Well, that's why I brought him in here,
Yeah.
because I used to be the Jason Ellis show. We used to have this at all times. He would just do that, and that was the show. And the best part about it was when people called.
I can hear the cats crying.
And let him in. Come on. We Jarman. Hope you like Jarman too.
Come on.
Man, they really are complaining about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess we could start with discussing them.
The animals?
I mean, it's a worthy discussion.
I guess it is.
We've had some problems in our house. I've discussed it on the Jason Ellis show, where the cats will shit in the bathroom on a regular basis.
Which is fucked up, because it almost seems like they're being lazy, because our litter box is in the basement and our bedroom is on the 3rd floor in the very back of the house. So it's like, I could go to the cat box or I could shit in your bathroom. And they've just been shitting in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's not right.
It's not okay.
I'm trying to go live. I'm hoping this is not going to become a problem.
I put a cat box in our bathroom today.
Hopefully that should help with going live.
Yeah, in hopes that they shit in that box.
But I'm not seeing us on the channel as yet.
Is it because you don't know how?
More than likely, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to have to go somewhere, I would go there for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm a flying moron. Watch me fly. Ironically.
Every day.
Anyway, god damn it. Sorry, I gotta do this.
Okay, I'll wait.
swear to God, you piece of shit cocksucker. You know what I'm saying, Katie?
Mhm.
Why are you not going live? Why do I not see you live? Oh, look out, big guns coming over.
Well, I mean,
Usually you just see it live and you click on it and you can see what people are saying. Yeah, there it is, there it is. Click live now. Yes, alright. Okay, so we figured it out. So we're back.
yeah, we.
Okay, I didn't figure it out. Katie figured it out. Anyway, so we've got a lot to talk about, and the first thing that I want to talk about is that there is what I'm noticing lately, because of everybody bitching and everybody complaining about stuff, and I have children and they catch on, they know what's going on, they hear it, and they say stuff too, and it seems to me that there is a race to be rich, and all the main goal is to be rich, and it seems like the government, not necessarily, but I would just call it the government. Why, if I thought, oh, you call it the government, then it's like unfair. No, I would just say a lot of people in the government are controlled by somebody else that makes you controlled. And it's not like a big crazy conspiracy. It's just you're all too dumb and lazy to figure it out yourselves. There is a race to be rich. Everybody needs to be rich. That's what I need to do. I need to be rich. I need to be famous. But I have no education. I have no, according to me, no chance. I'm destined to fail. But lo and behold, from will and determination, I have somehow come out on top. That doesn't mean forever. This show could end tomorrow, and podcasting could be way cooler, and this podcast could suck, and nobody would listen, and that's it. That's the end. It's over, and I start digging holes for a living. But to me, it's a race to be rich, because you want to be rich, because if you're not rich, then you're a failure. And I don't think that anyone realizes, as a person, like I told my 8-year-old son today, I've been famous. Not maybe like Michael Jackson famous, but I've been famous when I was a little boy. I was famous. I was famous when I was 19 years old for being one of the greatest skateboarders in the country. That was not real fame, but it was fame in my little world. There was hundreds, maybe thousands of people that would go point at me and go, that guy's the best guy on a skateboard ever. Maybe they walked off it instantly and didn't think about it, but guess what? That's what they think about real famous people too. I think fucking Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty fucking cool, but I don't wonder what he's doing in the middle of the day. I think about myself. So anyway, you race to get rich, and you think that there's a chance you're gonna get rich, and if you don't get rich, then you failed. But if you get rich, then you have succeeded. Let's say you do get rich. I'm rich. Let's say you do get famous. I'm famous. Maybe I'm not rich and famous like a proper rich and famous like a Tom Cruise. But let's be serious. Who's gonna be that rich and famous and actually have half a brain left that hasn't been eroded from the butt smoking? So if you race to be rich, then you need to listen to me, because I'm older, and all I wanted to do, I was truthful in this game. I said that I wanted to be famous and I didn't care about being rich. I was the opposite of Tupac. Fuck the money, fuck the fame. I just want the money. I was like, fuck that. I just want to be famous. You could have had me when I was younger for a small fee, as long as you promised to have me on television at all times. There's desperate people out there like me. So race to be rich is what it shows you on TV, what shows you on social media, because the kids don't watch TV no more. So look at social media, every video. If you want to be successful, if you want to have fun, you should race to be rich, because you should be a very rich person. And as a person who has been rich in some kind of way, I mean, sure, if I didn't have kids and a wife, maybe a little bit different, but it's not exactly different. I know I'm watching this, it's so cute. Uh, but as somebody who's done it, it doesn't make you happy. It's not what's supposed to be happy. You're supposed to have your friends and your family, and you're supposed to share like these little times where you laugh at each other and you love each other. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but that's seriously true. That's what it is.
It sounds cheesy as fuck, but it's completely accurate.
It's like,
You can have not all the wealthy means in the world and just be the most happy, enriched person.
all old people before they die say the thing that they wish the most is that they spent more time with their loved ones.
Yeah.
That's it, and didn't care so much about work and business. That's what every single person says who goes to the grave that is interviewed about that question.
Because when you look back at your life, what do you really have to show? Sure, you have that money to show, but what does that serve you at the end of the day?
But you know what's crazy is they never talk about it. They never say that. That's what all old people say when they die. Because if they told you, yeah, but not like they tell you that you should get cars and you should get famous and you should get a chain.
I know. It should be much more. It should be much more important.
Because if you listened and you knew that on your deathbed, the smartest people, the most honest people, even the bullshit artists of the world, will tell you the truth on their deathbed, because they want to get one piece of fucking fact out before they die.
Right, because you're just When you get caught up in the success wheel, you can work and grind and hustle and just dedicate all of your energy and time to it and get all this money, and then at the end of the day, you could still be miserable. You've
You,
met plenty of people that have everything and they're fucking miserable.
I wouldn't say they're completely miserable because I know
Right.
people that are flat broke that are way more miserable than
For
them.
sure, for
But
sure.
I
Those are
also
different kinds of
but I
problems.
also understand there's no. That I have also experienced people that have money that I know people that had half their if they had half their money, they would shit a brick and be ecstatic for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I see them that are like miserable with their average day, that the day that most of the people in the world would never experience. Even people like me that have experienced their average day is like thrilled to be there and can't believe that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's their normal day and they're not that happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the gift and the curse. I also think that the middle class is being destroyed by everybody who wants to be super rich. You're either super rich or you're super broke. You're either super happy about winning or you're super pissed about being last, which means you're a really bad winner and a really bad loser. And that's what's happening to everybody, and it's destroying the thing that it matters the most. You want to be middle class. The winner is middle class. If you're middle class, you go to work every day. It's not the worst job in the world. Nobody beats you at work, and you get a reasonable amount of money so that you can live your life. You can buy some tents. You could probably get a truck. Maybe you could save up and get a dirt bike and play with your fucking friends on the weekend. That's not what they're letting people have. It's this weird suit, go to fucking bottle service nightclub crap, or broke people on crack. So don't be fooled because it's not their fault. It's your fault. You need to make a difference in your life and stop racing to be rich.
And you're being
Race to be happy.
Yeah, you're being sold a bit of a lie with the whole lifestyle of the rich and famous thing too, because it's not all that it cracked up to be. That shit gets old. You know,
It's pretty
out,
cool, but it's not that good.
Yeah, but going out to dinners and clubs and fucking shopping, it's hollow. What does it mean? You know?
I just think that I hear a lot of people bitching, and I feel like the most fun times, it's like to me, the most fun times I ever had in skateboarding was not when I did the greatest skateboard trick I've ever done in my life. There was a split second there where I was ecstatic, but it wasn't like the greatest days of my life was when every day I would wake up and we would all call each other and we would all go to the ramp and we would all try and work on tricks and we would all scratch stupid shit into the ramp or into our skateboards or into our fucking sneakers. And all we talked about was skateboarding all day, and we only cared about like 20 dudes that were in America that were really good at skateboarding, and then like maybe 45 dudes in Australia that we barely knew. That's all we talked about. It was our little thing. And it's all we lived for. Nobody could stop us. Nobody could make it illegal. Nobody could say it was bad. It was just us doing whatever we wanted. It was so fucking sweet. Those are the things that you need. Your kids, hanging out with your kids. I need a fucking pair of rims. I swear, the older you get, the more you realize how dumb that is.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even make the car go good.
It really doesn't.
Anyway, I've done that, and I want to move on to my last fight. What was the last fight you ever had, Katie?
The last fight I ever had? Tita? I fought Tita.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I think I did good. I think that my cardio wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be, definitely. But I thought I did good. I remembered a couple basics and stuff, and I dominated. I did. I fucking dominated that fight. Tell me I didn't.
No, you did.
I dominated it. It was great. It felt nice. I really enjoy sparring. I want to fucking start moving around again. I would like to spar with Joanna. She's still going to the gym. And
she's going to the gym all the time.
Yeah. Her and I are similar heights and weights, and I think it would be good. I think we would have fun.
She trains way more than you. You don't train anymore. You quit.
I didn't quit.
You did.
I didn't quit anything. I never quit anything.
Then what do you do?
I got sick.
And are you sick now?
I had a fight.
That was a long time ago.
It was not that long ago.
You don't train no more.
You don't fucking train no more.
At least I admit it. Yeah, but I admit it. You don't admit it.
I don't admit it because it's not like I didn't. You said that I quit, and I didn't quit anything.
You don't train no more.
I haven't trained in a while. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to, and it doesn't mean that I don't want to. Dickhead.
Wow.
I feel like you're attacking me.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just talking. You know. I feel like you're being aggressive to me. What was the first fight you ever had in your life?
Do you mean like a fight with someone or a
No, I
boxing
mean when you
fight?
plucked a chicken. A fucking fight.
Fight with someone?
A fight.
Like out, not in a gym.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect you to have any fights in the
Oh.
gym. A fight where you fought somebody.
Yeah, I guess the first real fight would just be sparring. Like sparring.
But you never had a fight
sparring
when you were a
with
kid.
Yeah, little scraps. They weren't fights
But
though.
you never had like a wrestling fisticuff kind of I'm flipping out and you're fighting each other. You're just really bad at it fight.
I tried to.
Yeah, well, okay.
The
So when was the
girl-
very
the-
first time you ever had a fight?
The first one, I think I was maybe like 15 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at this party and we had been like drinking all night. Actually, somebody had brought boxing gloves out at one point too when we were like sort of moving around and I punched this guy in the face. But so I'm in this little chair, like just a shitty little living room chair curled up in a ball trying to sleep. There were a bunch of people there. It was like a one of those single wide trailers. Everyone's smoking cigarettes inside. It was disgusting. It was in the middle of winter too. I'm trying to sleep, and one of my best friends who was obsessed with my brother and had slept with him, and I told her I was like, don't fucking talk to me about that shit. I don't care. I don't ever want to hear anything about it in any details. It's disgusting. I don't even like it. And she was fucking with me, trying to make me wake up. And when I wasn't reacting, she started saying shit like about like my brother's dick, you know,
Yeah.
to get me to get up.
Yeah.
And I sprung up.
What kind of things did she say about his dick?
I don't remember.
Did she say it was a huge dick or a small dick?
She was complimenting it in some way.
That's
and referring to like sucking it and.
How's that supposed to be bad?
I sprang up and punched her in the face, and she fell on the ground, and I jumped on top of her with my fist cocked back, screaming at her, and she just had her hands up going, please don't, please don't, please don't, I'm sorry. So it was like she's my friend to begin with, and she was just fucking with me, but she knew that was my line, and she crossed it, so I popped her, and then she didn't want to fight me. I was ready. I was ready to go.
But that's the first time.
And that was the first time, yeah.
And did you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you ever get beat up?
Did I ever get beat up?
Yeah, in your life.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's the difference. Because to me, fighting meant you got beat up.
Oh, I never got beat up. I've been choked. Like my dad choked me a couple times.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Hey, I'm gonna call Nikki and then talk about her Snapchat, and then give people the chance to win stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither, but I'm just gonna see what happens. Go from there.
Nikki Hartz?
Yeah, and Lee Raven.
Do they know that you're calling?
Yeah.
Okay.
FaceTime.
Oh, FaceTiming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a different tone. They changed the tone.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, you're on Ellistronics, the podcast. So you got a Snapchat, right, Lee? No. Oh, you don't? No. Oh, why not? Does Nikki have one? Oh. Well, because you can't send videos of your naked ass to each other. Yeah, I guess I get your take. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I was trying to play a game where everybody could follow you guys on Snapchat, and then you would post some nudes on you on Snapchat, so that where I recommended people to go look at your guys' Snapchat, they would see nudes, but you're not nude and you don't have a Snapchat. So there goes that idea. Okay, so everybody should follow. Wait, how would that work? How can I make a game on everybody watching me on YouTube right now and Snapchat? Hang on a second. My son is walking in.
What's up, Tiger?
What's up, Tiger?
There's a 1-year-old that's playing GTA.
Come here. Can you plug a microphone in so you can talk? We got a bunch of guests on the show now.
Uh-oh.
How you girls doing tonight? You tired? You're working a lot, huh? Kind of, or just yes all the time, working a lot?
But working on future projects. So working and not getting
That's what's on the other side of my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we have another guest, Tiger Lee Ellis here, and then we have Lee Raven and Nikki Hartz and Katie Ellis. Oh, a lot of people on the show. Tiger, you have a story to tell me that is very necessary. You came down here to interrupt the Ellistronics podcast that feeds you. What happened? What's going on? What's going on? A 1-year-old?
Yeah.
Did what?
Plays GTA.
A 1-year-old plays GTA.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure he's one?
Yeah.
I mean, can you see a video of him?
No.
How's he talking to you if you know he's a 1-year-old? Do you just hear somebody drooling on the other phone? Seriously, do you know how gullible you are to say that a 1-year-old is playing you on Grand Theft Auto? He can't talk, dude. So now what do you have to say about it?
Nothing.
So how old do you think he is?
I don't know.
Get out of my studio! Put pajamas on.
No.
Hey, really? Do you want to go home right now?
No.
Put pajamas on.
That was sensational.
Yeah, anyway. Shut the door to my studio! Immediately!
By the way, I own this.
You don't own anything. You're homeless to me.
I own everything.
You're a homeless midget. So anyway, ladies, you don't have a Snapchat, but you do have a Twitter. So how could I say, hey, everybody who's listening to the Ellistronics podcast, maybe you should check out, this is the worst segue ever from my kid to this, but anyway.
I know.
Whatever. We check you guys out on your Twitter, which is at Nikki Hartz X and at Lee Raven X.
That's spelled Leigh.
Yeah, and if you follow them right now, they'll post a very special photo to you guys. But if you don't follow them, fuck you. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. And you should also, to further the career and the sport of pornographic films, you should pay for your porn. And don't send me free clips saying, look at me, I can get free porn. I'm not a part of your team. I pay my way. I don't cheat anybody. I am here to make the country great again. And my hair is not a comb over, as you can see. So there you go. I'm sorry, did I say midget before?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to the midgets. Anyway, girls, I see that you look very comfortable. You're very cozy in your bed, and I wish that I was there. You're writing scripts. It doesn't make it hard to me, Nikki. All right, I could be in the bed while you're writing scripts. Oh, midget hands! Oh!
Lizzie. Ew.
We've got a podcast. We gotta go.
I know, but I just have to say that they have a kitten that is a naked kitten, and it's also got midget, chunky little legs.
Yes. It's a dwarf. Anyway, we have to go, and everybody should follow Nikki Hartz X and Lee Raven X, and maybe they'll receive a special treat tonight, if you know what I mean. Girls, thanks, and good luck writing your scripts, and thanks for being on the greatest podcast, in my mind, Ellistronics. I love you too. Bye, girls. They're super hot, and man, must be cool to hang out with them. Must be cool to write scripts, if you know what I mean. I would like to write a script.
Prescriptions?
All over a face.
A script?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
What? I'm in podcast zone. Anyway, so I've written down some stuff. My last fight, as you know, was a fight that was almost to the bitter end. Man, this shit stuck to my chest. And I don't know if I need to do that again, but I probably will. My first fight ever in my life, I believe it was like people of adult stature beating me as a child. So that doesn't count. But I do remember kids beating me up, and I thought that it was the same thing as an adult beating me, so I did not defend myself until way later on. And then when I defended myself, I had like a weird hissy fit where I was crying and punching at the same time. wasn't cool or anything. It wasn't like James Deaney or anything like that. It was super shit. It really fucked up. It was like uncool, just punching and crying. So there was nothing really cool about that story.
Yeah, I think that boys are more likely to get into fights when they're younger than girls are.
Yeah, well, their
Yeah.
balls do this weird stuff where you interfere with stuff.
Yeah, I remember boys getting in fights over nothing. And it was fun to watch.
Australia officially made marriage for homosexuals and lesbians, I'm assuming?
Lesbians are homosexuals.
Isn't it homosexuals and lesbians?
Yeah, queer folk.
Okay, well, they're allowed to get married now officially in Australia.
Mhm.
Took them a little bit longer than it should have,
Yeah.
but they did it.
But good for you guys. You did the right thing in the end, and that's what really counts.
Anyway, congratulations to all those gay Australians. I think that it's great, not for the gay Australians now, but the Australians that are born gay right now, that are born into a country where they know that it is completely acceptable, and therefore all the other kids that are around that aren't gay know that it is acceptable to be gay, so that we can move on with our lives and not really analyze being gay, you fucking twats.
It's so ridiculous. Why don't we pick that one thing to harp on about people?
Well, we didn't think about one thing to harp on. We harp on a lot of stuff. I'm just saying now we can sort of move on, because I feel like if you're born and you know it's legal, maybe you don't pay that much attention to it.
Right, if you're just raised in a place to where it's common, as it should be.
Now, we're very happy about that, but Katie, you have Debbie Moore news.
I do have Debbie Moore news. I was reading this article about her to where there's some video that came up with her and a co-star from some soap opera, I guess she started out on when she had just turned 19 in this video, and she is seen. It's a video throughout the night. I believe it's a birthday party for her co-star, one of her co-stars who is 15 years old. They're at some dinner. There's people playing the piano, and another young actress is like singing drunkenly along, and it's very loose. Every now and then, the camera person is like asking interview questions to the cast.
What's the other actress's name?
The actress is Demi Moore, and she.
The other one.
I don't fucking know. I'd have to read the article again. He apparently didn't do anything past this. I think it might have been General Hospital. He went on to work in like the video end of things, but she obviously went on to have a mega career. And now this video from 1982 has come back up, and there's several times throughout the night where she's kissing him quite passionately. And
so what's wrong with that?
Well, it's considered inappropriate because of their.
How old is he?
He was 15 and she was 19.
And there's video.
Yes.
But it's the 80s.
I know. But it's still.
Oh, yeah, Tiger Lee Ellis, what?
Can I have this?
Yeah. Don't tell your sister.
Uh-oh, that's Steven's.
Just don't tell her. Anyway,
Sorry,
Katie, do you need this to be plugged in? So otherwise we can't hear it.
Well, there's a frickin' ad playing, so whenever that's done.
So anyway, so you're saying that it's an 80s video of her when she's an older lady playing around with a younger boy.
She's freshly 19 and he's freshly 15.
Well,
they're both teenagers.
So is that illegal in like the eyes of the court?
I think it might be.
15 and 19 is?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna take my thing out of that case.
Does it look like everyone's going, whoa, like that's kind of crazy, or does it look like they do that all the time?
Okay, here is the most salacious kiss out of the video.
Stand by, everybody. I'm looking at a photo.
I need an actual plug. I don't have a stupid iPhone 7.
Oh, well then, just...
Alright. So, you can describe this as you will.
Yes, he looks really young, and she looks way older than him. He actually looks really young for 15. And she's talking to him face to face.
15.
And she kissed him. Oof. I mean...
So she kissed him.
She
like
kissed
for a
him.
photo.
Yeah.
But then they went back in.
Yeah, but it wasn't a.
There's more.
Man, it's old school, but it's because you got to reverse the roles. But if you reverse the roles, it's 19-year-old dude with a 15-year-old girl, it's not as bad.
It's not.
It really
it's not,
isn't.
And I know that's
Because you can tell
standard.
that she's a sex symbol to him.
Yeah.
And she's giving him a kiss that makes him think that it's a real kiss, but it's not. It's like there was a little bit of mouth open, but there was no tongue or anything, and it was like
there was a little bit of tongue.
There was a little bit of tongue. No, was there?
There was. Because there was their first initial kiss. It was like a very nice lip.
Well, wasn't it more like she was giving? You know what? Now I'm making excuses. Because it's like she's trying. Because it's a story for him to tell all the boys.
And you can see.
I even felt tongue.
The video throughout the night. Like, she is drunk. She's very loose, but she's very affectionate with him and very handsy with him. And she's professing, I really, this kid though, I can't say it enough. She's only been working with him for 3 weeks at this point. But
Working
she's like,
with him for what?
3 weeks on this soap opera. She's like, I love him so much. He's everything. He's the greatest. Like, really promoting him. And again, it appears that it's this kid's birthday during this video. So there's a lot to it that I feel like maybe she's doing for the cameras to try to promote this kid that she likes. But these kisses, they're very borderline, you know? It's a bit inappropriate. A bit inappropriate, but then at the same time, they're teens, and they're teen actors in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And these are things that I don't understand.
No, it's inappropriate. That was inappropriate. It's just weird that there was a different time there, because I remember there was a belly dancer that like left me her number and stuff and belly danced in front of me and made the whole restaurant realize that she was interested in me, and I was by far for sure underage and she was of age, and my mum was bragging to her friends about how down this girl was for Jason. And I was nowhere near 16.
Now, do you think that is just that person trying to create memories?
But do you think that Debbie Moore was just trying to create memories?
I don't know. There's so many things that I don't know.
I say if you're trying to create memories, I say now, it's different. I say at one point when someone said, whoa, I don't appreciate that fag, because they don't know and they didn't know any better, because there was no education out there that a gay man could be a gay man, and not to react that way. That was a hurtful way to do it.
We know better now.
Right, so I think it's the same thing. I think that it's only new. It's only new that people know. And now, from here on out, if you do it, then you're an idiot on the highest level.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. The internet proves that there's no excuse for any of you. You have all been warned.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone knows better by now. It's just funny to see how deep people are going at this point to drag everybody. And I think it's great that everybody that needs to be dragged is getting it. This one's a little weird to me.
Yeah. I just want to do a new segment called Live from YouTube, which is my channel at official Alice Mate, and someone said something about Katie. Wait, maybe if Katie had a dick. No, that's not. No. My ex had a smelly coochie, dude. I had to be dry, K, to have sex. I just couldn't do it anymore. That's a valid question. My answer to that is, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Red Dragons. Plenty more where that came from. Stay tuned for more action on Ellistronics. Mike said, had a stank puss ex as well, smelled like a rotten fish market.
Well, that just
Can they hear this podcast? 'Cause were we talking about smelly pussy?
On the radio at some point, I think you were.
But not on this podcast.
I don't think so.
She smelled because someone else was making it smell. Love the show, Ellis. Only reason I have a Sirius subscription.
He's saying that someone else made the pussy stink, because that can happen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Cum can throw the pH off. Especially if you're having, like, multiple partners, because it's different pH levels.
Love you too, Mike. It's the thing.
That can fuck you up.
So somebody can come in here and all of a sudden your vagina's stinky.
Mm-hmm.
And then you...
Sometimes
you'll have sex with someone, make your vagina stinky, and then have sex with someone else, and you have stinky vagina on them, and you're like, oh, shouldn't have let that other guy come in my vagina?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Katie.
No, I'm not saying that's happened to me, because I don't let people come in me.
Oh, right. That's a good point.
But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
No. Because, you know.
Because it's happened.
You can throw some shit off. I've never been in a position where I'm like, someone's blowing loads in me, and then I'm fucking somebody else, and they're blowing loads in me. That's not my style. But I'm just saying, it's a very delicate pH balance in there, and things like semen, and then
Semen, mate.
semen mate, things like semen can throw that off. And that means, that doesn't mean you have a sticky pussy. That means you go to the fucking doctor and you get your pussy checked out and you get your shit rebalanced and continue your life. You don't just accept, oh, I just have a fucking sticky pussy. You have a bacterial infection, you have a problem, you need to fix it.
Okay, new news, moving on. I don't know if people know this, but I just recently had a dinner that involved red meat that was not red meat. It was actually made from plant-based foods, and I did not know until she told me that it was wasn't red meat. So that means that it is officially over, except maybe the difference would be if you got really, really A grade prime steak made by a chef that was high level chef level, made a bubonic steak from scratch, and you pay like $100 for it. Sure.
Right? That's how meat should be treated.
But if it's just like burgers that everybody has and hot dogs, why put meat in it anymore when the solution has been solutionized?
Yeah, it's called the Beyond Burger or Beyond Meat.
I don't know what it was, but I had it today, and I don't know what happened, but I just ate it. And if you're supposed to be a hard cunt, why don't you just eat that and leave the cows alone? Have you ever kissed a cow in the face and looked into its eyes?
Cows really are a lot like dogs. We had 2 cows when I was a kid. My dad made them T-bone and sirloin so that there was no mistaking why we got the cows. But everybody in the family grew super close with the cows. They were very affectionate. They come when you call. They're like big dogs.
That's right.
So when the time came and we did have them butchered, my mom made him sell the meat. She refused to eat it. She cried. We all cried.
So remember that, everybody.
Yeah.
When you're out there trying to get those meats, check it out. Tell your butcher store, maybe you want to do it. And there's people that might be listening say, hey man, I'm a farmer, why you got to do that? I'm like, well, why don't you grow some vegetables and have less cows on your land? You have that land, you could do it. You don't understand, Alice, it's more difficult. You know what's more difficult? Dying.
And it's
cows
shitty,
do it all day for
the
you.
planet.
Alice, why do you assume everyone is on steroids? Because Nate Diaz told me AS on YouTube. That's why.
It's true. There's a lot of grocers that carry that Beyond Burger too now. I don't think that it's hard to get. Whole Foods has it definitely, but on their website it says Albertsons, Vons, Safeway, Pavilions, Cars, Ralph's, Kroger's, QVC, Fred Meyer, King Supers. There's a bunch of places you can get it.
Mike on YouTube says he's on steroids, and I'm saying that I'm not on steroids. I'm completely steroid free because I was fighting and I have started to get out of shape dramatically. Not really dramatically, but to me dramatically, and I think that it's time for me to get back on full amounts of whatever steroids that the world has to offer for an above middle class man. So look for me to be pretty ripped in the near future.
And smaller balls.
I don't need bigger balls.
Are you gonna get acne?
I hope so. Wouldn't you want that? I thought you said you hated it when I.
Blackheads and pimples
baby,
here and
I'm
there,
not
but
doing.
not like
baby,
fucking
I'm not doing steroids.
full on pizza.
I'm not doing steroids.
No pizza bag.
I'm doing. Maybe I'll do some testosterone replacement.
You already do that.
No, I don't. I stopped. And that gel shit never worked anyway.
Down bullshit.
It didn't do anything.
Why were you spending so much money on it?
I'm getting injected,
Is it a placebo?
and I'm gonna come back 10 times stronger, and that's just the way it's gonna be.
All right, I look forward to your muscles.
And I'm gonna be lifting a lot of weights, so look for that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Someone said, did Ellis become a vegetarian? He eat meat from a haunted wild. Well, I'll meet. There's no such thing as a haunted wild animal because there's no such thing as a ghost. But I would eat a game animal. I would, if I had the money and the room, I would have a fridge. I wouldn't live here.
It's called a deep freeze.
I would have a fridge where I could have meat, and I would hunt deer once a year, and I would. We're working together, smart ass. But for now, I eat some buffalo from time to time. But if I have a choice, it's pretty much just grass-fed shit.
Yeah, I've cut way back on meat.
Hunted.
It's
Sorry, I
super
can't
rare.
stop.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't read.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It would be cool though if we could hunt like a moose and just eat moose meat.
Yeah. I would do that.
I'd be way into that. That's how I grew up. We had moose and we had salmon.
Yeah, but we don't have it. So.
I know. We'd have to move somewhere where.
So I just eat like the buffalo they have at the supermarket, or I eat like a lot of vegetables. I like these nuts, and I like seeds and stuff like that.
Ice cream.
Well, I can't have ice cream anymore, I'm too fat. So that's going to be not in the fridge because your wife has that there.
I have cashew ice cream in the fridge, but that's for me.
Yeah, but that's too ice creamy.
That's for me.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know why you have to be so fucking like ownership of shit.
Because you told me don't put any more ice cream in the freezer.
Well, have your fucking ice cream in the freezer. Coming at me aggressively?
No, I'm not. But it's just not for you. Because you told me not to.
Anyway.
Trying to be a team player over here. But, like, I don't need to not eat ice cream.
Oh, fuck, I'm thirsty as a bastard. Yeah, look, I thought I could get away with it, but I'm not. But I'm going to start lifting a lot of heavy stuff in the backyard. I'm going to do a lot of... I still got to do jiu-jitsu every Thursday. I'll probably move it to Monday and Thursday. But as it stands right now, it's only 1 day a week. And I'm super fat and out of shape from not doing anything. So that's a struggle in itself. I really just hate the warm-up because the warm-up is where I have to use my gas tank. I just rather work on technique. And I'm terrified to go to Saxon's because I'm not fit enough because I just know that it's just so much more of a workout to be there.
Yeah, everybody there seems pretty on it.
Yeah, no, it's no joke. It's the hardest workout. Their average day is the hardest workout I can see. So it's just the worst one I've been to. / the best, whatever you want to call it.
Right, depending on what you're trying to get out of it.
Yeah, and it's just a reminder that I'm not in shape right now. And the life that I'm living right now, not being in super shape, it's pretty cool. Kind of like it. Kind of like enjoying my mornings. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Yeah, man, I just hang out, and then when I do the show, it seems to be way more easy to be energized to do the show and surprised about life. Because I haven't got out there. Sort of stay numb until the show starts. But it's kind of a weird thing. So I'm getting bored of it. But I do have this other plan because I'm 46. I got to end this tattoo shit. You know what I mean? Like I want to get tattooed from time to time, but I don't want to be half done the whole time. And I'm pretty much at this point completely half done. You know, it's like I've got somebody just did an outline over my whole body, and then I got to go see him because that's where I'm at right now. Because once I've made that final choice where I know what I'm supposed to look like, well, then I'm not there yet. There's all these gaps everywhere, so I got to fill it in.
That part is super annoying. I'm dealing with that myself, where I don't see it as like, ooh, I could make some new stuff. I'm just like, that's not finished. That's not balanced. And then I'm also to the point that stuff that I've had forever is faded out and needs to be redone. I hate getting tattooed. Enough is enough. But I'm probably never going to stop.
Someone said, hope you read this, Jason. Your show has been lacking for some time now. Check your subreddit, dude. I've been on Reddit a long time ago. You guys, like, look at my daughter's social media. You guys are, like, potential, pedophiles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make up weird shit about your own crap. The show's doing awesome. I don't have to listen to Reddit weird Christian hand people that can't get over themselves. Like, it's so funny.
Do you really need to read that? Like, are you gonna?
I went there. I told you what they did. Somebody was talking about my daughter. I was like, oh my god, you fucking weirdo.
Because the kind of people that are gonna sit on subreddit and fucking analyze you, your show, and your life, those people don't have their own lives. And I don't value the opinions of those people, so I'm not going to read what they have to say because it doesn't change my fucking day.
Yeah, and I can't do anything about anybody that doesn't like the show or doesn't like me. And half of you, I don't blame you. I mean, I'm annoying. So it's not, if you have there's a big thing that thinks that I'm annoying, I'm for them. But I don't want to hang out with you. Like, I agree I suck, and then you guys can keep doing Reddit and I'll keep doing the show. You know, hopefully if you get what you want, you know what I mean, nobody will listen anymore, and then I'll, like, be fired, and then, You know what I mean? But you'll move on to somebody else. I don't really see the outcome of
Yeah.
hate on Reddit or the show's bad. Do you want me to fire Tully? Should I fire myself? Is Andrew the worst? Is you know what I mean? Like is Kevin as Will? You don't. It may know this doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. And if you're really so bothered by something, then why don't you just move on? That's what I don't understand. I think that they love it. I think these are your biggest haters or your biggest fans because they're paying the most attention. They're
Yeah.
putting the most of their energy into what you're doing.
It's just a radio show anyway.
I know.
You know, everybody. The only person that should be really over concerned with it is people like Tully and myself, and you know people that if you do the right thing or you make big moves, then all of a sudden you can make like this kind of money that could help your kids. But you don't want to help your kids too much. You don't want to tell your kids you can't get a job. I mean, for me, I don't want to make so much money when my kid goes, I know how much money you make. I'm not doing shit. I'm like, bullshit. I'm gonna make sure that you know I'm spending enough to know that when I die there isn't any. Because you're not fucking me. You make you. Like I really, you know, it's sort of one of those things, just like I was saying before at the start of the show about being rich and famous. It's not important. It sounds cool, and I've had fun doing it, and I don't want it to go away, but I don't want my friends and family to go away way more. You know what I mean? Having fun with my son every day, if I had a normal job and every day I came home and I hung out with my son, and we shot the shit about stupid video games or about some dude at school, well, that beats what extra do I need? I have a way cooler car. My bed is longer, and I have less time to talk to my children because I go on red carpets to get fake pats on the back. You know, I know it sounds negative, but it's really a reality-based thing. So you're like, this is bad or that is bad. And it's fair. Maybe it is bad. Maybe you think the show is bad. Maybe everyone on the show is bad. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know who's winning the Supercross right now either. I'm gonna go to bed tonight. It's gonna be fun.
The world will keep on turning. Ultimately, we're just here to provide entertainment anyway.
Look, I am for the scum, for the forgotten, for the people, the middle class people where you're promised to be Kim Kardashian, but you're never gonna be. Trying to have kids or accidentally having kids or falling in love, getting out of love, having fucking reality based lives. That's what I'm for. And when you're driving to work and you can just listen to this crap and be like, yeah, man, that's cool, and forget about the douche in front of you that's a fucking idiot. He's been racing his whole life to get some dickhead car like the one I drive. I'm for the scumbags that everyone's forgotten about. I'm for the ones. This is an accident. I accidentally got paid. I shouldn't be in here. I should be back in St Kilda hanging out with a bunch of other fuck faces, smoking bong rips until we die soon, getting welfare. I'm here to tell you that they're all full of shit.
Why are they full of shit?
Because they're all in the hunt for more money and more power. So if you're in the hunt for more money and more power, then you're not listening to what anyone else has to say. You only care about what you're going to get out of this game. So you hang out with people so you can get the dregs of what their dream is.
Yeah, there's a lot of butt licking involved.
It's everything. It's like you got to put up with your boss at work. Putting up with your boss is different. Licking ass to the top. I don't know. They say the girls do stuff to guys to get to the top. If that's what you want to do, cool. I just feel like when people are up there, no one's really looking out for the people underneath that helped make them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if there was, I don't have to fucking give money to anybody. I just give money to people because I'm trying to pay it back. Skivvy tried to give me money to do Alice Mania. I just made them pay for, like, fucking, I don't know, 6 or 7 people to come to Alice Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And their hotel room, I didn't take any money. I like money. You know what I mean? I'm not that well off. I owed back taxes when I fucking made that plan. But that's the difference. It probably might be the death of me. I might not end up having money in the end. Because I'm a guy that feels like if I made enough money, if I really made millions of dollars, I would just make giant events. Because that's, to me, I play to the people that aren't catered to. What if I just did Alice Mania, football Alice Mania, golf Alice Mania, everything, just events where everyone hung out. 1,500, doesn't matter. Everybody just hangs out and has a good time. Maybe like 10, 20 years of it. Bunch of groups of people all know each other for the next 10, 20 years that hung out on weekends and did some shit that was so funny that they dropped to one knee. That's it. And raise my kids to be able to take care of themselves. Make sure Katie has multiple orgasms. And if my penis doesn't work, find somebody that can do that for her. So that's what's up.
Mm-hmm. A cum's a cum.
You trying to make a clothing company, come at Wolf Knives or something?
A cum's a cum?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what that angle is. A cum's a cum.
Well, you'll see.
Well, I think it's
coming.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it's coming.
Alright, well, look forward to that company. I am going to take some phone calls here on the world's wackiest show ever, and that is, of course, Ellistronics on Snapchat. Chat. Nobody can hear this on YouTube. Tube. Wow. That was your chance. He gave me his number, but I'm not calling your number.
Yeah.
Then you'll have my number.
Have your number.
I want to say that your show is awesome. You inspire a lot of people. Podcast morning. Josh was great. Well, let's just call this guy and see what his deal is. Hello, good sir. What is your name? Jimmy. Welcome to Ellistronics. You're here. You're a guest, and I've called you, and you now know. You've been informed, so you can't sue me. Welcome to the show. Yes. Microchip technology, sir. Unbelievable. Yeah. Does that mean you're racist? I'm just fucking with you. Because I know that some people think that Mississippi is, but you're not. And many people are not, correct? That's right. And of course you're black, right? Huh. Right. Just, that was a little bit of a sideways question. Just testing you. You're doing great. So, what can I do for you? Well, you're back and you've really handled yourself. I'm going to tell you, this phone call is one of the better phone calls that I get on Snapchat, and you've completely redeemed yourself from your 40th birthday. So congratulations and happy birthday to you, and wow, are you exciting. You can't wait to hear yourself? Well, you got to... What's your wife's name? Hey Amber, how's it going? This is Jason. When you guys are listening back to this, just think about this, Amber. I'm fully grabbing my nuts right now thinking about your boobies, Amber. What's up with that, husband? What are you going to do about it? Katie's fingering herself as you speak. So I'm just trying to even it up. Alright. Alright. Thanks for the support, mate. Alright, like. Yeah. He's going to bang his wife, Katie. It's going to be so hot. So anyway. Is there anything else that we should be talking about that we haven't talked about that I'm supposed to talk about that I said that I would talk about?
Not that I'm aware of. I feel like we've been on many journeys of talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see my chart of talk. I wrote down a chart of talk.
I know. You had like a little plan.
And that's all my charts of talk.
I mean, you rambled, and then we talked about...
Oh, yeah, it's just a ramble, is it?
You rambled. You did like a monologue.
It was a monologue.
A little bit.
I do monologues. I did a monologue.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Well, I didn't write it down, but I did in my soul.
You had like key points written down, perhaps.
Yeah, I said the rich race. You're not gonna be happy for sure, even if you are we're killing middle class to be a hero or a zero.
Yeah.
Covered it.
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't like what I say?
Yeah, I'm just saying we heard that at the beginning of the show.
I feel like you're attacking me.
Fuck no.
Someone on YouTube said you could get youth code on the show.
Youth code?
Yeah.
You should get youth code on
We
the
should.
show. Yeah.
What about if youth code did a live performance?
On the show?
Yeah.
I mean, seems like a lot to ask of them.
Oh.
But I could ask if that's like a crazy pain in the
What
ass.
about if they just give us like a CD and I play it?
That's
Or they give it to me on my phone and I play it on my phone.
That's cool too.
It's probably more
You
convenient.
should talk to them though. They're funny.
But they should come on.
Yeah, they should.
You should invite them. You're my executive producer.
Yeah, I'll invite them. When are you podding?
I'm
this?
executive producing at all times.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do a podcast when they're ready to do a podcast.
All right.
Pretty much.
I'll hook
I
it
mean,
up.
I did a podcast tonight for no reason. I did a podcast yesterday for a reason I wasn't even sure why I did it, but it was what they did seems nice.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on YouTube, but there's going to be a guy comes out tomorrow on here. I don't know. I'm just trying to do as many shows as possible. I don't know where I'm ranked. I'm not sure how good I'm doing. And I feel like, I feel like I can already tell that the YouTube stuff has gone up in the last week, but that's only because I've been on YouTube for a week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You've only got up to go.
Okay. So hopefully it keeps going up. And I talked to the Hoonigan guys, and they said that they're into me doing their stunt stuff. I still don't know about the TV show.
I'm gonna say that's a no.
I'm not going to say it's a no.
Wow. We'll see who is right.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
I think they're going to come back and say that we're actually going to offer you this much money to do a show.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that.
And then I'm gonna lie on the floor.
Why are you going to lie on the floor?
Because the thought of people filming me makes me uncomfortable.
Wait, you're going to be bummed out if I get the show?
No, I'll be uncomfortable for a minute, and then I'll get over it.
Okay, I hope so. Wait, do you want me to not have the show?
No, I never said that. I'm just telling you, I personally will feel a little uncomfortable having cameras in my personal life.
Well, they're not going to film you eat. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, I don't like people
I know.
to see me eat.
I know. I'll make sure they're done, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, what?
I'll eat in the bathroom if I have to.
You don't believe me, do you?
I just think that the other day, Nikki Hartz was on a set. A friend of hers, I can't remember their name at the moment. A porn girl has a reality show, so she has the cameras following her around everywhere all the time. And Nikki was telling me that she saw the classic moment that you always hear about with these reality shows, where the person is like, "Get the camera out of my face." Like that was happening to this girl. She's like kind of stressed out, trying to handle some phone call with some form of management or something. Like, she needed to be having a private phone call, and there were cameras in her face. And she was saying, "Can you not?"
And they didn't. They didn't stop.
Nope. They just filmed.
Wow.
Because that's what they do.
Well, they wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, I'll freak the fuck out if that happens.
Chico, what have you got to say about yourself?
His tongue is hanging out of his mouth. Damn, 50.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to talk over the papa.
He's digging deep.
Anyway, go to onnit.com/Alice for 10% off all supplements. I did not know that
All
until
of
recently.
them. Can I just sing some praises of
Yeah.
Mood?
Yeah.
I need to start remembering to take that every night because it does help me sleep and it helps me wake up with a better mental outlook the next day. It does help with my moods.
So New Mood, Alpha Brain Instant.
Yeah, Alpha
It's
Brain's
way better
good.
than a coffee. I drink coffee as a habit. I take Alpha Brain to do smart things on the radio or with my body.
Yeah, I'm all over the place if I don't take that Alpha Brain.
So, and then all the kettlebell stuff. I guess I'll start posting on the YouTube channel soon my weird workouts. I still haven't there's 2 more kettlebells back at the studio, and then these weird on it circle, like the size of a steering wheel, but full of weights.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's for like, you're supposed to just pick it up and lift it up and throw it on the ground.
It's flat and round and kind of fatter in the middle.
Yeah.
Like sandbaggy.
Yeah, they're sandbags.
I think that those are maybe for push-ups.
They're really heavy.
Yeah.
Really heavy.
Maybe you're supposed to put it on your nuts.
Okay, I can see you're going to be childish for the rest of the program, so it's probably time for me to wrap it up.
Yeah, you should probably wrap it up.
So I want to thank Onnit.com for all their support for the podcast and also for the Jason Ellis Show, Ellistronics, Ellis Mania, everything they've supported, kept us going. Wolf Knife Store and all that bullshit. Red Dragon, RDS Apparel. Check all of it out. Thank you everybody for listening. Make sure you tell your friends. Or not. I guess like no one who became good at podcasting just told everybody to do it. It's like if you don't like it, then I won't do it. But I'm just gonna keep doing them for now until everybody tells me to stop doing it. And so far it looks like it's okay. It's not skyrocketing, but it's definitely not sucking. It's got bigger already, as far as I can tell from a week ago. So thank you everybody that listens and all that stuff, and suck a butt in the nicest way possible. What was the Twitter thing I should go to? The Lee Nikki Hart's X and Lee Raven X.
Leigh.
Everybody should go and check it out. All right. Enjoy
you really
the.
should.
Yes.
And go to Tushy. Is this Enya?
Your mum's in you. I mean your mum.
You ruined your own joke.
No.
It's Leonard Cohen, obviously.
I know. I played it. I'm the DJ.
I'm telling the listeners, you cunt.
Oh man, 50. 50 had the coolest tongue face just then ever. It was like stuck to the plastic.
Oh. It's hot in here.
The fuck was that?
I turned the lamp off? I mean, that was a fragrant candle, huh?
Chico me dick pickle. yes. Yes, I did the entire show in my skivvy boxer shorts. Don't hate the player. See you guys.